what's in vogue this fashion season? Of course, knits. That's right, fashion expert Leonard Simpson's here. He's got details on what you need in your closet, and we're going to see some beautiful designs from a local artist coming up from Designer. All right, from the waves to the beach to the current wave in fashion, of course, Leonard Simpson is here this morning, joined by designer Sharon Plaché of Karise. Good morning.
Good morning. It's a stylish Saturday out there, and it's beautiful weather, shopping weather.
It really is.
Good
All
morning,
right, Sharon, and we're talking
Hi.
knits because that's what you do. These are all handmade that you
Correct.
design.
You know, we haven't seen knits for everyday wear and even dress up for a long time, and I'm bringing back a wave of a new concept of wearing knits on lots of levels. Casual, dressy, good for travel, comfortable, flatter the figure.
It's fantastic.
Very
You know,
nice.
one of the things when you were on last year, I said, I promised to bring her back because she has so many incredible things, and they're all hand done, and she's right here in San Diego. So let's take a look at the most incredible colors in knits I've ever seen.
Let's
Fantastic.
do it. Let's see.
Okay,
All
the
right.
first two girls are just fabulous, starting with the wonderful amethyst colors right there on the left in charcoal gray. Sharon, tell us a little bit of what you're doing here. I just love the colorations on this wonderful charcoal grays and beautiful amethyst.
I love this combination of the two. We don't see it very often, and even taking a dark palette and going all the way to a lighter shade. So we've got charcoal all the way to a really light gray. That little dance between the two, I love.
And knits are so important, and especially when you're layering. You know, Bridget, Sharon, we talk about pieces, especially in San Diego, where you can do the skirt, the vest, the elements, and I know you specialize in these little tiny scarves that are like just wonderful little pieces. I know there's a story behind them. I know you've told us before, but tell us again. I love the story.
Well, I ended up making these faux lace scarves after I was up to see the Dalai Lama, and it was just one of those juxtapositions. Found the yarn shop after I spent time with him, and I had really focused on more creative design when I was with him, and so voila, this is what we
It's
have.
gorgeous.
Oh, impressive.
Just gorgeous. The bell sleeves, everything. Now the girl on the right, beautifully done. I think it's wonderful as you pop the two together. There's another element to that. Now what is that too as you tie in the metallic vest with that?
Right, another little creative piece I had after being up there with the Dalai Lama was taking pashmina shawls and turning them into vests, and they can be worn under and over clothes, wrapped and tied different ways. They travel better that way. So you have your scarf, but you actually have a garment of clothing. Who would have guessed?
Gorgeous.
And
Okay.
I love it too, and the hats too, so trendy this season as we get ready for our next models. And you're right in Mission Hills.
Thank you, on Goldfinch. So, you know, block and a half north of Washington, really accessible. Happy to have people there, have a cute little studio, and I also will do custom work for people.
That's fantastic.
Beautiful. It's
Okay,
wonderful.
let's
You
see.
know, as you see with a little sign behind them too, we're talking about the San Diego Food Bank today. The first ever fashion show is coming up for them on March the 12th. And Sharon is, of course, having her incredible new line in that. And Bridget, you are hosting that event.
That is gonna
so
be a
we
great
are
event.
really talking about Fashion Day. We'll talk a little bit more of it. Here we go with two more gorgeous girls. Now, in the winter white on the right, or what we call the antelope shades, we've popped it with turquoise. You've gotten a little lighter. Where she brings down the beret as we pan down. And sorry there for our cameraman doing a great job. But see the little sculpturing and the little tiny details are everything, Sharon. Tell us about how that knit happens.
So that's all actually called needle felting, and this is a technique where you don't actually use sewing, you use meshing of fibers, so I'd love to bring that in. The other thing is, we love winter white, but how do we wear it? And so I grounded it with the brown tones, earthy, but then popped it with the sky, the turquoise, the light, and it really fills out the palette for a winter white.
It's gorgeous. And right there to the left, the next model, beautiful marine, and these gorgeous pink shades. And this takes you right on into spring. So we think about, okay, we buy this now. We work our way through January, February, and March, which everything in the windows in New York and everything have these colors,
Pink,
Bridget.
very bright
Pink
colors.
sherbets, but then right on into the other seasons because you can just pare the pieces down.
Absolutely.
You can wear them all through the season. But
Absolutely.
those colors, Bridget, oh my gosh. And the viewers at home, you know, these are not so heavy that you can't mix them to go out to the Charger games or pop them with
Exactly.
jeans and do the different pieces.
They're
which are
very light,
great.
very comfortable for us as well.
They're
here in
perfect for Southern
California.
California, and so the layering gives you the warmth, the lightness, gives you versatility in our climate, and how else can you put pink together and wear it well? Have that little darker plum, it plays very well together.
It's just exquisite, Sharon. Just beautiful colors. Let's take a look at our
you.
next two girls. And tell us about the makeup and hair, because it is very beautiful today and it
Oh,
was done very special.
Paris
today.
Yates is great. He has a salon. It's called Welcome to Paris Salon. Welcome to Paris.com.
Perfect.
And I
That's
love
perfect.
his. I love his work.
Let's
yeah.
take a look at our last two models. They're
nicely
just
with
gorgeous.
the
There's
knits.
Elsa. She's wearing this beautiful antelope tobacco shades. Now these are gorgeous on blondes, of course. Bridget and I know all about the blonde colors, but it's so pretty when you get that, just the pins and the jewels mixed in, adding accessories. That glove is important. We talked about gloves today and boots with everything.
We just saw a little detail too on the back of the sweater,
you're right.
which is nice. You add that.
It's gorgeous,
I do.
Sharon.
I add that, and I actually do hand painting on knits, so we get a little different texture and layering than we might usually see. And the other thing that I love is I make skirts that have various lengths and purposes. They wrap, they sit high, they sit low, and so we have the one skirt on Elsa is a wonderful asymmetrical, juxtaposed to a light tight. I mean, who would do that? But it works,
It works great because that can, she's saying it can scoot down all the way to like a maxi or mid-calf length.
Correct.
So if you, whatever size you are, whatever works, these are not the clean knits of the old days. They are really workable knits that go for any size, which I love.
Exactly.
Adjustable for
Exactly.
everybody.
It's just fantastic.
All
And
right. Once again, you're going to be showing your knits at the fashion show coming up to benefit the food bank,
That's right. It's the backpack program. It's fantastic. March 12th. The tickets are on sale now. You call the San Diego Food Bank, and we are going to roll that out on March the 12th. You are our honored guest that day and a fabulous
you, Leonard.
designer, and
Thank
we are
you.
so honored to have you today.
There it is. More information at the Sharon Island. That's
Thank
right.
you.
And of course, benefiting the food bank,
That's
which
right.
is fantastic.
San Diego Food Bank, and we're so thrilled.
We love
first
their
ever.
work. Yeah,
Yes.
it's so great.
All right,
Yeah.
so we look one last time at the gals. Sharon, thanks so much.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for coming
Bridget.
in. Once
Yeah.
again, it's Mission Hills. That's where we can
Correct.
find your
Mission
store.
Hills on Goldfinch.
Karise.
Yes, Karise Design. Thank you.
Leonard, thanks so
You
much.
bet.
as
Stay
always.
stylish. Have a great Saturday.
All right. Coming up ahead, Flavor will be here, a new restaurant in Del Mar. We're going to pair wine and food with a delicious combination for you coming up after the break. Stay with us.